If you're a content creator that travels, you need a travel router. These are fantastic for when you're on your trip for both your safety and protection, and to make things less time consuming when you arrive at your destinations, to make sure you're able to create your content and live your best life without struggling to deal with a lot of things. So a travel router is just a cute little device that is going to attach to the wireless of the hotel, the Airbnb, the place that you're going to be staying, and it's then going to take that information, that wireless, and send it over to your devices. Now, the safety part comes in because an open source internet, so whether you're at Starbucks or you're at an Airbnb or you're at a hotel, anybody who owns that internet is going to be able to see what you're doing. They're going to be able to access some things that maybe you don't want them to access. And so having a travel router takes their signal, sends it into this device, and then that stops what they're doing. This then takes it and sends it to your device and protects the things that you've got. So it takes an open source wireless and protects you from that. It is this nice little barrier that makes it much more safe to do your work in public or when you are traveling at a hotel or an Airbnb or a VRBO or whatever it happens to be. And so this is a good idea to have for safety reasons, especially if you're creating your content. But the other thing is that this is time saver. If you go to a location, you only have to attach this one device to the wireless. So let's say you're staying at a hotel. You attach this to the wireless, and then all of your other devices are automatically attached to this. It's very much functions like your at-home wireless. So your computer, your phone, your cameras, all of those things are already connected to your at-home internet. So when you leave your house and you come back in, it automatically attaches to it. If you are, say, visiting your sister or your mom or your aunt and you've used their internet before, but you don't live in that house, if you've already put in the password and your device has remembered it, when you walk into that person's house, it will automatically attach to it. The same goes for a travel router. So if I have all of my devices attached to the travel router, the second the travel router is up and sending out signal, all of my devices have now attached to it. So I don't have to sit in this hotel room and pull up the passwords on my computer and my phone and my camera and my other phone. That takes a lot of time and effort. And again, you don't have the security of, an open source wireless. So by attaching everything to this, all you have to do is pull up the app on your phone, attach it with that password, and now you have access to the internet on all your devices without having to worry, which is especially nice if you are traveling with people who maybe aren't very tech savvy. I travel with my mom a lot, and she's not good at anything connected to technology. And so for her to have to attach it to everything all the time, that is a big stressor for everybody. And so by getting her on my travel router when we're in a location, I don't have to worry about it. All I have to do is pull up the app on my phone, make sure that the travel router is connected to it, and she's set. I don't have to mess with her phone. I don't have to deal with things. I don't have to answer questions. It just saves me a lot of time, effort, and stress. So a travel router is really, really good. You can see it is just a tiny little device. Doesn't have to be very big. I will link this specific one down below. I did recently use this while I was traveling, and I was able to just very simply attach it to the wireless of the place I was staying in. And then all my other devices, my security camera, by the way, if you are traveling like with your pets, or if you're just somebody who likes extra security and you've got a security camera with you, if you attach that security camera to this wireless router, all you have to do is plug it in and you're good to go. I take cameras with my dogs so that I can check in with them while I have to go somewhere else. So for a very specific example, because I don't just leave my dogs while I travel, I had to go to my nephew's first birthday, and I was staying in a relative's house while the relative was staying closer to where the party was with their family where the party was. And so I had to leave my dogs for a few hours to go to the birthday party, which I typically wouldn't do, but I had to in this case. And so I set up my security camera so that I could watch my dogs while I was at the event. And so because I had it set up with this, I didn't have to fuss with anything. I didn't have to make anything try to work or try to connect to my cousin's wireless. I just connected this, and then all of my other devices, all of them, including the security camera, was just ready to go. It was a one-click kind of thing. Deal with it once, then it's done for everything else. So a travel router is really helpful for safety. Again, Starbucks. while you are out at Barnes & Noble, while you are at a hotel, while you're at a Verbo, while you're at wherever. These things are so nice, and you just attach it once. Now, depending on what type you get, it is going to work differently. This is the one that I have. I'm linking it down below. It is the Opal, which I really like, and it's just a small, easy event. It's very budget friendly. This is the budget friendly version. They have nicer versions. I haven't tried those yet. This is very, very affordable for you guys. And it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and fancy things, but it doesn't particularly need it. And so if you are searching this one, if you're like trying to figure out how to connect it, because it doesn't have the best directions. So if you want a video on how to do all this, please let me know. I'll just make one for you. But if you watch some of the other videos, they're going to say, well, no, you have to do it on a browser. You don't. It has an app. It has an app, and it's not going to tell you the instructions in the box. And the people who yap about it on the internet just say you have to do it through a browser. You do not. There is an app. Okay, it's very, very simple to use. Maybe we will do. Let me know if you want a video on how this specific one works. I will make that for you guys because it saves a lot of time and effort that I didn't get to save. I had to go through a lot of struggle to get everything set up. But now that I know, very easy to do, very easy for you to do as well. But it saves you time, effort, stress, and security breaches when it comes to traveling or even just doing your work out in public. I very much like this. It works very well. It's very easy to connect once I figured out how to do it. Once I figured it out at home and I took it to where I was staying, it was seconds of my time to get it set up at that location. Very easy to do. So highly recommend this one. There are other types, there are other things, but if you want that tutorial and has specifically used this exact one, I will go ahead and make that for you if you ask for it in the comments down below. Otherwise, continue to follow along for daily videos helping you navigate the world of being an entrepreneur to make this your most profitable and most stress-free year ever. We'll see you in tomorrow's episode.